There was a status conference this morning for R. Kelly's federal case over there in Chicago. And thankfully, there was a call in number. So we were able to listen in to what was going on. Greenberg and Mike Leonard will be representing R. Kelly in a Chicago case. Greenberg made it clear that R. Kelly has a new legal team coming in for his New York case to deal with his appeal in New York. Greenberg said he has nothing to do with New York, but he will be representing R. Kelly in Chicago. The judge asked R. Kelly, who was present by video, if he was okay with Greenberg representing him, but R. Kelly was unable to answer because they couldn't figure out how to unmute his videos. So Greenberg spoke up for him and said, "Yeah, I spoke to Rob. He wants me to represent him." And Greenberg said that he and Leonard were booked up with cases until July. So they wanted a date in September for the trial. The judge said no, he wanted an earlier date, so he set a date for August 1st of 2022. So right now, the Chicago federal case will be going on trial for August 1st, 2022. McDavid, of course, is unhappy that he has to wait until August to go to trial. As you know, his attorney filed a motion to have a separate trial last year, but the judge denied it. The judge wants McDavid, Milton Brown, and R. Kelly to go to trial at the same time instead of having three separate trials. So everybody will be tried together. And this case in Chicago is going to be focusing on Roshana Landfair and Lisa Van Allen and her baby daddies. And they will be testifying that they got money from R. Kelly, or R. Kelly bought back the tapes or whatever. Um, and the Landfairs will be testifying against R. Kelly. Greg Landfair can't testify because he died, in July. And y'all know I posted his funeral here on my channel, and we watched it together as a family here on my channel. The Landfairs are a disgusting bunch. They profited a lot from R. Kelly. And if they were harmed, they had an opportunity in 2008 to get on the stand and say, look, R. Kelly had sex with my daughter. That's her in the tape, but he didn't do it. So were they lying then, or are they lying now? At the end of the day, to me, their testimony should be thrown out because they've given conflicting statements over the past 20 years. As you all know, Greg Landfair continued to work with R. Kelly after the trial. I guess they're going to say that R. Kelly forced him to play guitar on his albums after the trial, and R. Kelly forced him to go to the Black Panties tour after the trial. I guess they're going to say R. Kelly forced them to do everything. His ex-wife will, of course, be, his widow, not his ex-wife. His widow, Mrs. Landfair, will be testifying, and of course she will say that her husband was forced to play guitar, and she was forced to go to the tours and dance and sing along. And she would say Roshana was forced to put money on R. Kelly's books after he was arrested by the feds in 2019. So at the end of the day, these people are diabolical. It's insane. It's insane what they're doing to him. Um, I wish R. Kelly never met these worthless people, man. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on Roshana Landfair and her credibility and trying to destroy her and her family's credibility, you know, because they're liars. R. Kelly didn't force y'all to do shit. If you didn't like him, you shouldn't have hung around him for all these years. Roshana is not a victim. Roshana is not a victim. And if they're saying, oh, R. Kelly forced them to take money, are they going to give R. Kelly his money back? Oh, McDavid forced me to take a check. Are you going to give the check back, whore? Roshana, you dirty whore, are you going to give the money back? All of this is overkill, man. I wonder who R. Kelly's appellate attorneys will be in New York. We need lawyers that believe in him. Lawyers that are not there for the publicity. Lawyers that want to do their jobs to get R. Kelly out of jail. As you know, the first step will be filing a motion to overturn the verdict in New York with Judge Donnelly. Judge Donnelly will probably deny that motion. We all know that. But it's a part of the process. You have to appeal to the judge first that's over the case, and then you go to the higher courts. So that's the process. We all know Judge Donnelly will overturn the verdict. But then after that, we're out of her courtroom. We will be out of her courtroom, and we will be going to a higher court who will look at the facts of the case and look at the fact that they brought in Aaliyah, who is dead, and look at the fact that they did a lot of illegal shit to violate R. Kelly's constitutional rights in New York. And they will overturn the verdict, you guys. I just hate that R. Kelly has to be in jail throughout this whole process. You know what I mean? Locked up since 2019. And he's going to be in there for at least another 2 years while this appeal gets going. And then, of course, we're waiting on the results of the Chicago case. The feds seem like they have no interest in dropping the Chicago case. So he will be going to trial there as well. I guess they figure, you know what? He could possibly get his conviction overturned in New York. So let's go on and try him in Chicago, so that if he get it overturned in New York, he might still have to do time in Chicago. I see the game they playing. But God bless R. Kelly. God bless R. Kelly. August 1st, 2022. As of right now, that's when the Chicago case is going to trial. So continue to pray for the king and free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, and fuck anybody who don't like him.